Okay, so recently I've been quite addicted to YouTube and watched a lot of videos. I was quite interested with this guy channel, Steve Gaming, and one of his videos that I like the most is this video of beating Mario without coins. Now unfortunately in the game there's this part.
So let's talk about ninja coins. Ninja coins are evil, sneaky and scheming coins that ambush us in situations we least expected. They make us believe a path is safe only to immediately assault us as soon as we aren't able to dodge them anymore.
Yeah, now it is quite an interesting idea. There's a lot of ninja coin traps like that, but I wonder, what if instead of coins, there are spikes? Yup, it sounds crazy and frustrating, but it would make quite an interesting gameplay. So I present to you the Vietnam War Zone of my game, where basically it's for the intro. Let's dive right to Unity. Now before we explore the traps, we need to know a bit about my game and where the trap will be in my game. Now the concept of trap is particularly effective when implemented into a very claustrophobic and complex area. And my game has a perfect candidate for that, the recursive tree. The recursive tree is a place that has a really complex and confusing layout that's not just well recursive but also really difficult to navigate and traverse. It would be really nice if there are some traps here, right? Now I figure out that if we only have one type of traps, it would be pretty boring and not frustrating enough. So I created 6 types of traps. The first trap is a normal trap. The normal trap simply reveals the spike below your feet when you are not careful. There are 3 types of normal traps, the one on the floor, the one on the wall, and the one on the ceiling. This is a very basic trap and does not require much effort to figure out how it works. You will learn after a death or 2. The second type of trap is the patient trap. This type is just like the first one, but to avoid some passage becoming impossible with the traps, I created this trap to cover up after just some time of appearing, meaning you have to wait for a while to cross the spike. This trap is a bit more difficult to figure out if you have ADHD, so just be calm and wait for it. The third type of it is the reaction trap. Basically, when you stand on the trap, it won't open right immediately. You need to wait a few seconds before do so. But again, it is also quite annoying as I will put them in some area that require you to stand to do some tasks. Okay, so that's it for the first 3 traps. They are just some annoying trap that reveals the spike. Now the next 2 traps are projectile traps. These ones are used to test the player parrying ability and reaction time. There are 2 types of it. The normal one which triggers when you enter a zone, and this one which triggers sometime after you enter the zone. Here are my rating for the 2 types. Okay, so let's get to the last trap, the blockade. This is the trap that would provide the most content for YouTubers to do because, well, in contrast to the previous traps, this trap is the easiest to avoid of them all, well because you can always see the sign of it nearby. But also because of it, this trap is quite annoying and it would be quite humiliating when you cannot avoid it. Hey, thank you for watching my video. If you want more contents like this, please consider subscribing. That would help me a lot. Also, this is my most recent video. You can watch it if it looks like a clickbait.